In this episode, connect the dots, matrix blocker, invisible sniper, self-destruction, sticks and stones. Welcome to Blunder Show. In this clip, we see a T-92 and his friend CSU-37 that's hiding behind the rocks, trying to engage a leopard. But the leopard sees them first, so the leopard takes the shot, and what? It killed the CSU-37. How? Well, simply, the leopard shot the T-92 that deflected the shell to exactly the location where the ZSU-37 was. Very impossible, but it happened due to physics of the shell engine. Lagging in game is not nice, but when this player took out an easy 8 while it was glitching everywhere with one shell, that is amazing right there. He must be dealing with this every day, or he was just lucky by that one shot. So calculated, so precise, that we had to put it on this list. I wouldn't want to verse this player when he's not lagging. Sheesh, well done, mate. Keeping the glitches in the Matrix back in line. Yes, we heard players trick shot other players with SPGs and heavy tanks across the map, but we've never seen a T-34-85 going full throttle and shooting a single heat shell and landing a precise shot on a Panther, destroying it instantly across the entire map. Now, what odds and chances of that happening? Very slim, right? Well, for this player, it's like an average everyday thing. What makes it more interesting is that the shell just disappeared, leaving no sign of the shell. There's no tracers, no nothing to identify that the shell came from him or anything except the database that says he precisely shot that. And a shot it was indeed. Amazing display there, Conrad. In this clip, we see a Russian pilot trying to finish off one of his targets. He decides to go a roundabout and take him on head on. Big mistake. The enemy fighter that he decides to take out head on exploded in thin air. For what reason? No one knows. Even the developers does not know how he exploded in thin air. Also, not just that, how it affected the Russian pilot in the first place, causing the deaths of both pilots in both of the aircrafts. This is one of the most strangest occurrences in air battles because it's so rare. It never happens. Like, it almost never happens. Well, rest in peace, Conrad. You got the best of you. Yes. Biplanes. One of the most iconic fighters in World War I. Heck, it was the only fighters in World War I. But, what about you take this fighter and put it against, let's say, a next generation fighter? Is it possible to take one out? Well, a video done by a player in War Thunder shows just that. But, in reality, is it even possible? No. Unless it's on land. But, no. Especially when it's versing a Hornet 229. That is 100% unlikely for this type of plane to take that out. Well, where's the proof? Well, the proof is basically in the pudding. First of all, to see if it's capable of taking such fighter down, we gotta know about how fast both things can go, or what they're made out of. Let's look at the victim. The Hornet 229. In the player video, it shows specifically that it shot its wings off. Now, the 229 wings is made out of wood vendor. Woodbender is a type of wood. It's like a mahogany type wood. It's pretty rough and it's pretty strong, but also way lighter than steel and aluminum. Those items are pretty heavy. More heavier than wood, in fact. Now let's look at the speed. The maximum speed of the Hornet 229 is 600 miles per hour. Man, that's actually 6 times as faster than the biplane can go. Then how did the biplane even catch up to it in the first place? Was it getting ready to land? Because I didn't know there was a runway on the sky. Now, let's go more into the protagonist so you can know what I'm talking about. In this video, the player uses the Swordfish Mk1. Now this biplane is different from the other biplanes because of its, well, more higher potential in speed. Now, how much speed, for say? Now, we can go down to the chart that War Thunder provides us, and it says that it goes, when it's upgraded, 226 kilometers per hour. Now, how much is that in miles per hour? Well, it's 140 miles per hour to be exact. Now let's look at the Hornet 229. And it says right here, the Hornet 229 goes 910 kilometers per hour in realistic battle when it's fully upgraded. In miles per hour, that is 530 miles per hour. That is insane. The Swordfish does not even compare to the speed of the Hornet, not even half of that speed. But wait, War Thunder gives even more info on the bottom. And it says, the Swordfish is by no means fast or maneuverable enough to escape from enemy fighters at the rank. Your rear gun may be able to deter some more cautious players. Most players will shrug off the small caliber rounds. Therefore, you should not rely too much on the single 7.7mm gun. The same goes to the offensive 7.7mm. Do not be tempted to start trying to dogfight with other aircrafts, as you will quickly find yourself outgunned, outmaneuvered, and dead. Avoid enemy aircrafts if possible. Now we're seeing this aircraft in the same exact video destroying a Hornet 229. Does that make any sense to any of you? Now, maybe we'll just say its engine was malfunctioning. Now, let's look at the firepower that it could give. Like I said, Woodbender is a pretty strong wood. Now, shooting through this wouldn't do that much. It would just make little holes. Now, the thing is, the Vickers has different round calibers that it can use. Now, the standard bullet is 7.7mm. So, yeah, it would do a decent amount of damage, but it won't tear apart the plane. That's the thing, and mostly in the range that it is. Talking about range, how far can a Vickers shoot? Well, showed on database, a Vickers effective range is 2,187 yards away, and maximum firing range is 4,500. So the distance of the shot really matters. And if you can't catch up, it can be outspeeded and outperformed and maneuvered, then how is it possible? There's no way in the entire world that can destroy the Hornet 229. But wait, it's stated here that the Maxim has an incendiary round and also armor-piercing rounds. But in this game, it doesn't state that. It doesn't say anything about armor-piercing or incendiary rounds that's used. And mostly these rounds are mostly used for balloon busting, but it's not used in the game. If the incendiary round shot at the wing, it could catch fire if enough of the bullets, enough of the rounds hit the wing. It might start a fire. Now that could be a conclusion, but that is not the case for this clip. The player is using a regular 7.7mm caliber, and the possibilities of that happening is impossible. Unless the airplane has been modified with 30 cows, we should say, and then it would be able to penetrate through the wood and do considerable amount of damage to the wing.
Hey Glitcho, did you know that the swordfish didn't kill the Hornet 229?
Really? How do you know that?
If you slow this clip down, you can see that the swordfish gets a good shot out of the Hornet engine, making it go in smokes. But if you look closely after, an Allied F-89B American fighter takes him out head-on, destroying his right wing and making his plane catch on fire. What made you think that this player killed the Hornet 229 with the swordfish?
Well, because the person who made the film said that he killed it with the swordfish.
It would have been totally acceptable if the player who made this clip said that he killed the Hornet with a swordfish or almost killed it.
It's funny enough, I got tricked by it. Same as Gaijin. They also took it and gave him 5,000 GEs. Sheesh!
No way.
Man, if you can make a scam and fraud that bad, that tricks the producer of the game, sheesh. Now that's a big blunder.
Agreed.
Thank you for watching. This was Blunder Show episode 1. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait until you guys send me some blunders of your own and get rewarded for that, for contributing, and also trying to make the game even better by finding its mistakes without the censorship of Gaijin, alright? So feel free to send me all your War Thunder blunders and hopefully see them in the next episode. Also,
to send me your video you have to go to War Thunder Amino and post your blunder using the hashtag BlunderShow. Make sure to put link of video in post. Also,
I ask of you for support and also some donations in War Thunder Amino. Just send it to donations to War Thunder Amino to keep this series going, and the name is
Young Scout.
So I can keep this going and give rewards to those who are showcased, and you know, basically who's been featured in the Thunder Show. Now the reward and prize to for every person who has been featured in the Blunder Show is, I think it should be 50 Amino coins. So 50 Amino coins. I think it should be 50 Amino coins for every person. So each person gets 50 Amino coins. I think I'll be out by then. That's why I need your donations. I think like 5 coins would be good. Like just 5 coins, and I should be able to keep this going. But I think it should be like around 50 or 20 Amino coins. It's really a lot. So I mean, it's something worth it. And this series is supposed to help Gaijin fix their mistakes and some things that they haven't considered. They keep updating the game with new content, but they don't fix the mistakes in the game. That's what I'm trying to express with this. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next Blunder Show. Dismissed.